All right, we are back. Actually, I just realized the sounds have been off this whole time. My bad. My bad. Music is off before copyright reasons, but sounds should be on. We got Ace's Son here versus DeathMonkey, both of which were in the previous tournament. I can't recall if they faced each other or not. That was a long time ago. But it looks like we've got again the other kind of miners here. Ace's Son was prioritizing mana for the start, which is interesting because they don't have. I guess maybe they want that Juggernaut immediately, or maybe they want to get their hero as quick as possible. We have the Frost Arrows, which has proven to be very nasty in the previous tournament, and I assume will be here too. Ace's Son checks around, but doesn't feel the need to go after the miners, which is surprising actually. Now Ace's Son is going for the heading back, just playing it casually. But we got our first Juggernaut coming out here. One Frost Arrow versus a Juggernaut honestly might be in the Archidon's favor unless the Juggernaut is strafing like this to dodge the shots. But the Juggernaut uses the dash to get away from the electric and is toying with the idea of heading this way or just blocking. It looks like he's going for the miners. A smart move than to go against this guy. At least get those miners not mining. All while Ace's Son has these retreating actions going on. But the miners were also retreated for DeathMonkey. Might have been a mistake. We don't know. But we'll see. This is also round 1, not round 2. Need to fix that. Give me a second. There we go. Beforehand. But yeah. Got arrows coming in. We have another Juggernaut to head this one back. But DeathMonkey comes in with the second one as well. Against 2 archers, you do the math. There's 1 unit more on Ace's Son's side here. And Ace's Son is not going to let that Juggernaut get away. Except that they did. And we got a full retreat with the miners heading back in. But a lot of them were full, so DeathMonkey was still getting a decent amount of score for that. From what it looks like right now, DeathMonkey is probably the one who's a little bit behind, but that's okay. There's still a lot that can happen in this course. And we got Archidon retreating with the Juggernaut. And we have an Eclipser in play. I've been excited to see how these get played out. There was maybe 1 or 2 decks that used it last time. We also have the Frost Arrows from the Eclipsers. I was not quite expecting that. That could be a game changer if they just had more of them. The problem is with just one, those archers are going to take it out pretty quickly. DeathMonkey's economy is looking okay. Have to see. Right now, those Juggernauts weren't quite enough to withstand the power of these arrows. We also have a hero Archidon over here, which is always nasty, especially with the Frost Arrows. It makes it extremely difficult to approach Archidons when you have the Frost Arrows, which I think is why most people prefer it over the Fire Arrow. We have the miners who retreated for a little bit, didn't get a ton of money from that haul, unfortunately. But we do have an Eclipser and a Juggernaut heading out right now. That's going to be the second Eclipser. With 2 Eclipsers, things could work out okay in DeathMonkey's favor, but not okay enough to fight this Archidon. That is a losing battle for sure. You're going to need to send that Juggernaut out to try to combat that. We do have a first spell being casted over here, which for some reason just didn't do anything to... How did he get hit? That time it made sense, but the other time it didn't make any sense. DeathMonkey's coming in with both the Juggernaut and the Eclipsers, but this is simply a strong army to be fighting right now. DeathMonkey cannot quite stand against. They got that center control here. Actually, I am kind of surprised that Ace's Son hasn't gone in for power attack. I don't think there's much stopping them, but right now, DeathMonkey just doesn't have his miners out. I think every second, DeathMonkey just needs to be making money, even if it means getting hits. In a situation like this, a mining haste power-up would be super, super helpful. Gosh, I don't know how you can take out all these archvillains. And these Eclipsers, they're just not healing fast enough to make them really worth their money, I think. Yeah, it's definitely a tough one. Tough one for sure. And now we officially have the Spearton coming in from the middle. Power Spearton. And it's not looking fantastic with DeathMonkey. As their statue is currently crumbling. These archers are not. Ooh, and we have a surprise spell used. Oh, that's on DeathMonkey's side. That's actually really good. But is it good enough? I don't know. I don't think it is. And yeah, that's gonna do it. Yeah, again, one of those situations where I don't think what was their name? I already forgot. DeathMonkey's strategy was necessarily wrong. But just up against that deck, it didn't provide enough answers to the questions that Ace's Son was throwing down. So Ace's Son makes it to the next match. Ace's Son also made it relatively far in the previous tournament, so that's no surprise to me. And DeathMonkey is going to be sent to the losers bracket. So Ace's Son is going to be up to fight Potatus, who is currently the top seed because they won the previous bracket completely. So that should be an interesting match. So looks like we're gonna figure out what the next match is. I also have to run down and grab my coffee. So we'll be right back with more Stick War 3 matches coming soon.